Hello dear students, welcome back all of you to the physics online class. We are studying about the friction, and in the friction the types also we discussed, and next moved last video, that is the advantages of the friction. See dear students, so whenever not only the friction I am talking, whatever may be the concept you are studying in your the first PU or the second PUC, every concept will be having its own application. Yes, therefore, and it has a useful and as well as advantages, disadvantages, everything will be there. That is why we have to concentrate and we have to apply that to in our day to day life. Andre hinge repeat, ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕಲೀರಿ. ಸೊ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ದಟ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಬಯೋ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್, ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್. ಅದರದೇ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಡಿಸ್ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಏನು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನೇನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ, ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಂತ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸೊ ಆಯಾ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. Am I clear? So this is a what about the physics and how you have to study here. Then see, in the previous video we learned the concept of the friction, its advantages and the disadvantages, and along with that how to minimize the friction. That means how to reduce the friction also we discussed, right? So tell me, what are the methods are used to reduce the friction? ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾವ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಟು ಮಿನಿಮೈಸ್ ದ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪಾಲಿಶಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಈಗ ಮನೆಯೊಳಗು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದ್ರಿ ಅಪ್ಪಿ, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಏನೋ ಸಾಮಾನ ಜಂಗ್ ಹಿಡ್ದಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಕರೋಷನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಜಂಗ್ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ರಿ, ಕಬ್ಬಿಣದಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಂಗ್ ಹಿಡ್ದಿರತ್ತೆ. ಹಂಗಾದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ, ಸ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಂದು ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಜ್ಜುತ್ತಿರ್ತಾರ, ಈ ರೀತಿ ತಿಕ್ತಾರ. So when that sandpaper is rubbed on that surface, then what happens there? The shining, that roughness will be removed and it's a shiny surface, or shyness will be increased, right? Means the surface start to shining there. Then next same thing, and see, to avoid that corrosion also, and we are painting the materials, or we are coloring it, isn't it? And sometimes the grease also can be applied there and oil can be put there. So why? Because to minimize the friction. That is why we call the second method used is the oily or the lubrication we can call. Yes. And next, if you change the shape of the objects, that is from the normal shape to the streaming shape if you give, then what happens, there is a change in the, so the minimized the friction. The next, if you convert the sliding friction into the rolling friction, there also we may get the minimized friction or very less friction. So these are the few of the methods that can be involved to minimize or reduce the friction, right? Then today let us talk about the next concept, that is circular motion here. What we talk? Circular motion. See dear students, circular motion in the case of where means motion in a plane, where we are studying motion in a plane, there we already learnt about the uniform circular motion, right? That concept only little bit we are taking here, but in the circular motion we focus on the centripetal force and the centrifugal reaction, right? And we know that what is the circular motion? A body which moves along the circular path, such a motion is called circular motion. And see, if a body is moving in a circular path, if a body, consider it is a circular path, and here is our body. If it is moving in a circular path, you know that, call it is a position A, and this is a position B, and this is a position C here, right? When a body comes here, here will be the direction, B point means here will be the direction, C point means here will be the direction, next, so here D point means here will be the direction, okay? So then like this, wherever the body means wherever the position of the body will change. In the case of the circular motion, its direction also changes here. Due to the change in the direction only, the body gets acceleration. Though it is having or though it is moving with the uniform speed, but due to the change in the direction of the body, there is acceleration produced in the body. Therefore, and that acceleration produced in the body when it is moving in the circular motion, it is always acting towards the center of the circular path here. Yes, and what it is called in the previous video, that means in the chapter motion in a plane we discussed, that is nothing but the acceleration, that is centripetal acceleration, isn't it? So that is represented by a letter AC here. That means the acceleration produced in the body moving in a circular path acting towards the center of the or along the radius of the circular path and towards the center of the circular path, that is called the centripetal acceleration. I hope the point is clear. Okay, then let me explain you today about the centripetal force. Okay, it can be denoted as a FC here. What is centripetal force? The force which is acting towards the center of the circular path along the radius of this circular path. You can say that centripetal force means a force which is acting along the radius and towards the center of the circular path, that is called a centripetal force. And see, in the previous classes you know the formula for the centripetal force, that is Fc is equal to mv square upon r here. What is the v here? That is the uniform speed of the body which is moving in the circular motion, and m is mass of the body, r is the radius of the circular path here. Am I clear, dear student? And see, here some of the examples are there where the centripetal force is playing its role, right? So examples where the centripetal force is playing or existing. First example, a stone which is tied to the wire, and when it is rolled around the circular path, the centripetal force is acting on the stone here. All the time when that stone will be rolled, so with the help of that thread or the wire, then all the time that stone tend to move towards the center of the circular path only. And why it make like that? Why it does like that? Because of the centripetal force existed, and that is acting along the radius and towards the center of the circular path. ಏನಿಲ್ಲರಿ ಸಣ್ಣಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ದಾರಕನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಲು ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರ ಆಲ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಆ ಕಲ್ಲು ಯಾವ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬಂದಂಗ ಅನಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತೈತ್ರಪ್ಪ, ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಆ ಕೈಗೆ ಕಡೆಗನ್ನ ಬಂದಂಗ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣನೇ ಏನ್ರಿ? ದ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಪಿಟಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Yes, and second one is the example in the case of motion of the planets around the sun. See, dear student, there is the solar system, that is a very big system, and where the number of the planets are revolving around the sun. How it is possible? That is because of the strong gravitational force, and that strong gravitational force is only because of the centripetal force between the planets and the sun there. Yes, so means in the case of solar system, the centripetal force is provided by the centripetal force between the sun and the planets is provided by the gravitational force. Am I clear? So there also centripetal force is existed. Then next example, the motion of the electron around the nucleus. See, dear student, already as per your knowledge,
and as the concept are clear, electron is revolving around the nucleus, and where electron has the negative charge and the proton, the nucleus is consisting the proton that has the positive charge, isn't it? And between this positive and the negative charge, which force will exist? Electrostatic force will exist, and this electrostatic force can be due to the centripetal force. That means in the motion of the electron around the nucleus is provided the centripetal force between the nucleus and the electron is provided by the electrostatic force in the case of the motion of the electron. Am I clear? So this is our point. Then these are the few of the example with the centripetal force. What is the centripetal force? The force which is acting along the radius and towards the center of the circular path along which the body is moving, that is called centripetal force. Okay. Then coming to the next point, that is a centrifugal reaction. Yes, what does it mean, dear students? Centrifugal reaction. Yes, in the chapter 5, that is in this laws of motion only, we discussed about the Newton's third law of the motion. What is the statement of Newton's third law? For every action there is always equal and opposite reaction, isn't it? So then that can be given by, so the same concept will be followed here. Centripetal force is acting towards the center of the circular path here. But at the same time, according to the Newton's third law, there is another reaction which is acting on the body that is away from the center of the circular path. Away from center of the circular path. Then such a reaction we call it as, that is called as the centrifugal reaction. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ರೀ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾಥದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಫೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರತ್ತ. ಒಂದ್ ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಲ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ is tending towards the center of the circular path. Then according to the Newton's third law, if that force is acting towards the center, then one more equal and opposite reaction should act on the body opposite, that is away from the center of the circular path. Am I right? So then that reaction only, that force only called as the centrifugal reaction. This is equal in the magnitude with the centripetal force. ಈ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಫ್ಯೂಗಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಪ್ಪಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಪಿಟಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಫ್ಯೂಗಲ್ force is equal to centripetal, right? So both are equal in a magnitude, but the direction dalli enirutte opposite agi irutte. This reaction is acting away from the center of the circular path agi irutte. Am I clear? So this is our point. Okay, so then let us move next and see, dear student, where the centrifugal reaction is experienced. Illinu kuda namaga example bekalri. So where it is experienced means the same thing. When you are reeled, the stone is reeled, yavaga ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಅನ್ನ ದಾರ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ತೀರಿ, ಅವಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ರಿ? ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಪಿಟಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಅದೇ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕೈ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ವಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೋರಿ, ಆ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ದಟ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಿದ್ಬಿಡ್ತದ ರೀ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ಹಿಂಗ ತಿರುಗ್ತಿರ್ತೈತ್ರಪ್ಪಿ, ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಕೈಯನ್ನ ಇದೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ದೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ, so it will go away from the circular path. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇರ್ತೈತ್ರಪ್ಪಿ? The centrifugal reaction will exist. Hope the point are clear. Same thing in other cases also. Centrifugal means which is acting away from the center of the circular path. Hope the points are clear. Okay, so then moving forward with the new concept, that is motion of the car on the level road. See, dear student, here two expression will come. almost motion of the car on the level road is not asked at, but the the safe speed for the motion of the car on the banked road, twice it is came for the annual theory examination. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಂಟಿರುವಂತ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪ, ಈಗ ಹೇಳುವಂತ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ, ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ ಕೇಳ್ಯಾರ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಎರಡನೇದೈತ್ರಿ, ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಾರ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಡ್ ರೋಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ 2 ರಿಂದ 3 ಸತಿ, ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎನ್ಯುವಲ್ 2 ಸತಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಿದ್ರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಫ್ car on level road. Level road. And here also there is a circular path, but it is a level road. Okay, and I am drawing the car. Okay, let it be, or else let us take this is only the car here. Just I am representing that, right? So this is the car, and here it is moving. This is forming the circular path which is having a radius r here, right? And this is the center of the circular path. And see, when a car is moving on the level circular road, there 3 forces are acting on the car. Remember, dear students? So then one force, that is weight of the car, weight W is equal to mg here. Another one is centripetal force here, right? And opposite to this there is the force of the friction, force of the friction, right? So then when a car is moving on the level circular road, there the 3 forces are exerting on the car, right? So then what are those forces? 3 forces. First one is weight of the car, weight of car acting downward. Second one, frictional force, frictional force, right? And normal reaction, actually normal reaction on car by road. Because see here, this centripetal force and the friction in this case is provided by the centripetal force only, therefore these two are equal. But when a car is moving on the level road, its weight is acting downward. At the same instant, by the road there is another force which is acting upward, that only called as normal reaction on the car by the road here. Am I clear, dear student? See, when you are starting the point here, consideration, consider a car of mass m moving on a level circular road of radius r here. Then this car is acted by the 3 forces. It is acted by 3 forces such as, or namely, first force, the weight of the car acting downward, that is you can write W is equal to mg here. Then second, frictional force. That frictional force is how you are providing, centripetal force is provided with the frictional force here. Yes, centripetal force is provided by the frictional force. That force can be given as a force of the friction, that means Fs maximum is equal to, we know that it is mu s into the N here. And normal reaction on the car by the road here. These are the three forces are acting. Then let us derive the expression for the safe speed of the car moving on the level circular road. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಪ್ಪಿ ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ರೋಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಿಂದ ಮೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಆ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಹೋದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದ ರೀ ಸೊ ದ ಕಾರ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಕಿಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೋಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಮೇ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡಿರೈವ್ ನೌ ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ the centripetal force is provided by the frictional force here. Centripetal force in this case is provided by frictional force. Therefore, both are equal. Right. Centripetal force means we have that mv square upon r here. Am I right? So, because already we discussed this. Then this is equal to frictional force means what is my formula there? That is mu s into n here. And remember dear students, normal reaction and weight of the car both are equal only, that is equal to so mg only. Because weight of the car will be balanced by the normal reaction that is acting upward direction. Therefore, here n is equal to w is equal to mg. Then in place of now, so let us n we substitute m. m v square by r is equal to mu s into n means that is mg. This m will get cancelled, then v square is equal to this r is taken here mu s r into g. Then v is equal to square root of mu s r into g. This is a very important expression for the safe speed of car on level circular road. Level circular road here. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಹೇಳಿತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರ ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಒಂದು ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ರೋಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ದೊಳಗ್ರಿ v is equal to root of mu s r g. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟದ ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ದೊಳಗ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. If the car exceeds this speed, then definitely there is an accident or that car may go out of the road. So this only we wanted to derive today. So I hope the points are clear. Same thing we will discuss for the motion of the car on the banked circular road. So banked means what happens there? Certain angle will be made. Okay dear students, that we talk in the next video. I hope what are the points I taught up to now are clear to you. And if any queries you can ask me. So thank you for watching my videos.